Choosing your life partner, and especially choosing a man for yourself, that is, for girls, choosing a man as a life partner or husband is a highly sensitive matter. Girls tend to be very emotional, and many times they put their emotions on one side of the scale and start making decisions based solely on those emotions. Today's video is specifically for my female followers, in which we will truly learn what kind of men truly want what kind of women, so that when you carefully choose your life partner, when you precisely choose your man, you know exactly who you are choosing and what he will ultimately expect from you. So, Assalamu alaikum. I am Dr. Tahira Rubab. Along with being a mother, I am also a relationship therapist. As I mentioned at the beginning, in today's video, we will specifically talk about how different types of men want different types of women. That is, every man who has certain specific attributes tends to look for a woman who matches those attributes, and these attributes can vary widely. What are the different behaviors and attitudes that men have, and how do these influence the kind of women they desire? Today's video is especially focused on this very topic. First of all, there are the type of men who are often very insecure. We frequently see them as suspicious or jealous types. They are insecure in many ways, constantly plagued by fears about themselves, always worried that something might go wrong. They're always afraid that their woman might leave them or that someone else might catch her attention. This kind of behavior, being overly suspicious, is very common among many men. In particular, these types of men are especially attracted to certain kinds of women. They prefer women who are easily impressed. So the main thing to note about these men is that whenever you see such insecure men, they will flatter you a lot and admire you a great deal. If you are a strong woman, he will praise you even more and be very attracted to you. If you are very friendly, people are greatly impressed by your charismatic personality, and he will admire and like that quality a lot as well. But at the same time, he will feel very insecure about all those beautiful qualities that make your personality unique, and he will always fear that the very traits in your personality that attracted him to you or that he himself desires might also attract others to you. So he will try to twist and suppress that woman or isolate her from her friends. He will try to distance her from the charismatic charm she possesses, and will usually try to point out her flaws so that she becomes a completely dependent woman, losing her own charisma. And then ultimately he will start saying things like, "You're not like you used to be, you've become boring," and all these things will start happening. And then ultimately she becomes a woman who is no longer a source of insecurity for him, nor a source of attraction. The relationship gets distorted immediately at that point. So think about it. Do you really want to be with an insecure man? Because insecure men are definitely more attracted to women who are charismatic, but who can also be easily impressed by them. At the same time, men who are very heartbroken or whose lives have been broken, their lives are often filled with tragedy. Such men want women in their lives who can fix them. Not just that, but someone who can end all their sorrows, their pain, and all their deprivations. So if you want a man in your life who is broken and you think you will be the one to fix him, all those issues, all the pain he has endured in his life, you believe you will heal them. All the circumstances and events he has gone through, which are not because of you, but because of his own reasons, his own situations, or his family, you will be the one to fix them. His expectations will be from you. Similarly, those men who are lazy, who don't want to get up and do anything themselves, just come back from the office and lie down, order water, have someone else pick up their shoes, someone else iron their clothes, even have their clothes taken out for them. Those who are inherently very lazy, who have a lot of lethargy in their nature, they especially want women who never complain, who just do everything themselves and never ask them to do anything, and who keep taking responsibility for things on their own. These kinds of men like such women. In the same way, there are those immature kinds of men who are unable to make decisions for themselves. They are unable to think about what is right or wrong in their own lives, or they need others to make decisions for them because they themselves are very indecisive. Their perspective on life is not very serious. They need a second mother, so to speak, someone who will always hold their hand and teach them how to walk. To help him get through the ups and downs of the world, such a man needs a woman who can play the role of a mother in his life, more than that of a partner. In other words, he doesn't want a partner, he wants a mother. Similarly, those men who are abusive, who have no control over their anger, their hands, or even their shoes, who can raise their hand, hit with a shoe, and use abusive language very easily, who can be abusive in both their actions and words. Such men especially need women who do not think for themselves, meaning they cannot think about themselves at all. They want someone like a goat on whom they can take out their anger, vent all their aggression onto her. In the same way, a noble man, an honorable man wants a woman who is very dedicated, very committed, because he himself is very noble and honorable in his own life. Along with being very decent, he looks at things in a very balanced way, so he wants a woman who is dedicated. A loyal man wants a woman who always stands behind him as his strength. That is, he knows that his woman is standing behind him and is just as loyal to him as he is to her. She is his strength, and he can depend on her. In other words, he himself is loyal, and he expects loyalty and strength from his partner. If you want to choose your partner, then before making that choice, it is very important to ask yourself just one question and really think about it. The person you are deciding on as your life partner, do you want a child like him? Do you want your child to be like that man? If the answer is yes, then go for that. And when you are searching for this answer for yourself, whether it's yes or no, then in order to reach this decision, make sure you try to truly see who that man is. I've mentioned a whole list, so which type of man is he from that list? Then what are his values, what is his belief system, and how firmly does he think about things? What is his lifestyle like? Not just that, but what does he think about women? What are his views on women, and what kind of woman does he want in his life? Along with that, what is his religious belief system like? Can you go and adjust in this household or not? If after considering all these things you still feel that you want to have a child with this man, then that's the best way to decide for yourself. Take care of yourself. We'll meet again in a new video with a new topic. Until then, goodbye.